Pisces. Welcome to February 2014. Now, Mercury goes retrograde February 6th through the 28th. It starts out in your sign, and then it backtracks into Aquarius on the 12th, and then goes direct on Aquarius on the 28th, in Aquarius on the 28th, and then it will reach Pisces again on March 17th. So when it's in our own sign, it's very challenging to navigate what we're thinking and what we're saying. Now, if you go to my website, there's a link here to navigating Mercury retrograde. It's the do's and don'ts of Mercury retrograde. I know life goes on and we have to do things. It is wise to wait, though, when Mercury is retrograde, if you can. If you're out of work and you get a job offer, absolutely take it. If you need to move, or you need to, change a relationship, or something needs changing or purchasing, do what you have to do. Keep your receipts so that if you decide later on when Mercury goes direct that you want to bring something back, you have that option. Now, on Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, we have a very emotional Leo full moon being squared by Saturn. So we have the moon in Leo at 26 degrees, we have the sun in Aquarius at 26 degrees opposing the moon, and Mercury retrograde at 28 degrees on Valentine's Day, opposing the moon, all being squared by Saturn. So Saturn squaring the moon and Saturn squaring the sun and Mercury. Now for you, Aquarius is 12 signs from you, and Leo rules your service to the world. Leo rules your lifestyle, your work habits, and your health habits. And so Saturn squaring them, one of the things that you want to do is avoid other people's drama. Don't let other people pull you into their drama. Because you're in your 6-week cycle. Up until our birthday, we are getting all of the lessons and tests of the entire solar year in the last 6 weeks. Now, if you go to my website, Solar Return Charts, you can read all about your 6-week cycle. So the 6 weeks up until your birthday, whether your birthday is happening February 18th on, whether it's in February or early March, you're in your 6-week cycle here in February. And so one of your lessons or tests is going to be not to be pulled into other people's drama, okay? Because this is a very emotional full moon, and it's different than when the sun is in Leo. When the moon is in Leo, emotions get big, and people can overreact, and people can make mountains out of molehills. What's that? There's a saying that if it's not going to matter to you in 6 months, it doesn't matter. So anything that's being thrown at you, ask yourself, will this matter to me in 6 months? And if the answer is no, then it really isn't important. So your job is to take good care of you and not get caught up in other people drama and problems and wanting to pull you in. And we can't fix, save, and rescue anybody. We have to do that for ourselves. We can throw someone a rope and they can climb up. But we cannot go in and fix someone or save someone or rescue someone. That's their job. They have an inner being, they have a God self and a soul self, and that's the power within, and they are to tap into that inner power and pick themselves up, move themselves out of the situation. You can throw them a rope, but don't climb down into the hole with them, right? Because then you're down there too, and you can't help them when you have sympathy like that. You can have empathy, which is a detachment and a care for others. But when you sympathize, you go in there with them, and now you've taken on their karma, and they're not getting the lesson, and you're feeling burdened because you've taken on other people's karma or someone else's problems that weren't yours. And so, very important for you to draw boundaries at the Leo full moon and raise your standards. It's okay. If you want me to help you, you have to help yourself first. And I'll give you a ladder, I'll throw you a rope, but you got to climb up out of where you are. Because if you go down to their vibration, if you go lower yourself into what they're in, then you've now lowered your vibration, you've now taken on karma that's not yours, And you're not here to do that. So be aware of that at that Leo full moon. Then the sun enters your sign on February 18th. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Pisces. You know, your birthday is the most sacred day of the year. It's when all of cosmos comes together to bestow gifts upon you. You get the new energy of the year on your birthday. And so that's why we can feel really tired up until our birthday, because the energy's cycling down. And then on our birthday, we get the new energy coming in. So you can go to my website, Solar Return Charts, and read all about it. And order your solar return chart. It's a good tool to have. It's good. It's a good informative tool of what the landscape will be in 2014 for you until your birthday of 2015. And then Jupiter will square off, your ancient ruler Jupiter will square off with Uranus on February 25th. Now, I like Jupiter-Uranus aspects. They're my favorite, even the squares. Because magic happens when those two get together. And for you, it has to do with financial strategies, romantic strategies, coming to insights about relationships, coming to insights about your finances. So the 25th is a good time to get those aha moments and take a look at, you know, what you want to do in your personal life, what you want to do in your relationships. And, you know, that Leo full moon and the Aquarius, you know, that is, you know, pulling you behind the scenes and into, you know, your work. And so up until your birthday, you may be feeling tired, like I said. You may be wanting to step back from the drama of life and other people giving you their burdens and problems. It's a good, wise strategy for you. But then when the sun enters Pisces, you feel this new resurgence. You know, there's a new dance of life that's beginning for you. So get ready to dance. And then on the 28th, Mercury moves direct and communication gets back on track. And this is good. So I really like this. And you know, now Aquarius is 12 signs from you. So, you know, you could be going back and forth here in, you know, the first few weeks of February between your fantasy versus responsibilities and duties. You're like, oh, just leave me in my fantasy. World, go away. Don't bother me. Oh, responsibility and duties. Not so interested. And that's okay. It's okay because, you know, until your new moon, which is gorgeous, you really are behind the scenes. You really are, you know, in the 12th house, which is about building up your reserves, your energetic reserves, your emotional reserves, your physical reserves. And so you're really not into the whole mundane, you know, reality, responsibility, duties, blah, blah, blah. You really want to be creating and fantasizing and dreaming, making your beautiful music, making your art. You're visionaries, you're creators, Pisces. You are one of the most creative signs there is. And, you know, you draw your power from your creativity, not the details of accounting. Right? I've never met a Pisces accountant. And, you know, so you are the visionaries. You are the dreamers. Without dreams, people perish. So it's okay if you're tired and you don't, you know, you get the winter blues in the Northern Hemisphere, you're just tired of other people's situations and you just want to, you know, retreat. So take a retreat, take an early vacation, take a few days here, a few days there. Do what you need to do to recharge your batteries because you have a lot to look forward to. You have a gorgeous Pisces new moon on February 28th and March 1st. It's a wonderful way to end February, and it makes me so happy as an astrologer to be able to give you good news, to give everyone good news, but especially you because it's your new moon, Pisces. You get one new moon and you get one full moon. And this is your new moon. You get your full moon when the sun's in Virgo. And later in 2014. And so this is a gorgeous Pisces new moon. And Jupiter, which is your ancient ruling planet before we discovered Neptune, is in direct harmony with this moon. This is a money moon. This is a nurturing moon. This is a healing moon. It's also romantic for you because Jupiter is in Cancer, and Cancer is a sister sign, and Jupiter is at 11 degrees. The sun and the moon are coupled at 11 degrees Pisces. Harmonious energy flow, trining the Jupiter. Oh my goodness, is this gorgeous and glorious for you. And Pluto is in harmony with this moon. There's nothing ugly on this moon. I mean, Venus is kind of semi-square in it, but that's a minor aspect. Mars is itchy over there with a sesquadrate, another minor aspect. But the major aspects are Jupiter and Pluto. And Jupiter is dead on. Pluto is a couple degrees away. Jupiter is exact on the sun and the moon. Jupiter is your planet. You know, you are ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. That's why you're such a money maker, because if you can manifest, if you can dream it, you can manifest it, you can create it. Challenge for Pisces is to hold on to it, right? Because, you know, like you're like Leo in a lot of ways in that way, where you like, you know, to live large, you like to live big, you make money to live a full life. And you like to spend it, which is good, because you can't attract if you don't spend, right? This is what the miserly people don't understand, the law of attraction. If we're not spending, we can't receive, because you can't just, you know, receive and not put back. You see, it's about giving and receiving, giving and receiving. And so you have to spend in order to attract. You have to spend money in order to bring in money, to draw wealth. And so, and you understand that. And this is a money moon. This moon is on for you till your birthday of 2015. Happy birthday, Pisces. Oh, I love it. And Mars is going to go direct on March 6th. That's gorgeous. Because it has even more power in March. But it's there for you all year. So it's on. It's trining. You know, and some astrologers think it has even more power when it's retrograde. You know, I personally think they have more power when they're direct. Oh, they have more effect when they're direct. But because it's in such a tight angle with you, it doesn't matter, you know, your sun and your moon. And it's on, and it's on all year. Jupiter is abundance, wealth, opulence, upliftment, positive energy. Pluto is large sums of money. Pluto rules the stock market. It rules the Federal Reserve. It rules large banks. Okay? It's in harmony with the moon and the sun. Pluto is empowering you to reach your goals in 2014. Pluto is empowering you to have your hopes and wishes come true, right? But remember, action speaks louder than suffering, okay? So, you know, we have to get out of our own way to make things happen. We can't just dream it. We got to put it into action. Okay? Now, I know there's a bit of a challenge going into 2014 because, you know, going into January, we were all like, woohoo, it's 2014, let's go, right? But Venus was in reverse. Venus is what you love and value. Venus is what you like, down to the taste you like, the colors you like. Your Venus will show that in your chart. Venus shows what you appreciate. Venus shows what turns you on. She was in reverse. So what you like or you don't like, we're not consciously aware. Because when a planet goes retrograde, it's subconscious. And so January was, I don't know, what do I like? What do I don't like? What do I want? I don't know. And now Mercury is retrograde for most of February. But it does go direct by your moon, your new moon. And then Mars is going to go retrograde in March, April, through May 20th. So these first 5 months, the universe is saying, Pisces, don't just throw yourself out there. Really look at all that you've come through. Really look at, you know, what you truly want and desire, what truly matters to you. Really evaluate what your truth is, how you think and communicate, how your brain is working for you. Because Mars is our drive in life, and I'll talk about that more next month. But, you know, these first 5 months, the universe is wanting us to step back and evaluate what we're doing and not just plunge ahead into the new year. But for you, you've got a gorgeous moon. It's on all of 2014 until your birthday of 2015. And Jupiter is empowering you. Jupiter is lifting you up. Jupiter is expanding you and growing you and nourishing you and nurturing you. And this is money. This is wealth building. So you could get money through the business you own. You could get money from the company you work for, some sort of promotion, some sort of bonus, or money through real estate. Okay, because Jupiter's in your fifth, and the fifth is the second from the fourth, and the fourth rules real estate. And so this is a good time for real estate. And, you know, just really look at what you're doing and really, you know, take your time with things. When Mercury is retrograde, the devil's in the details. So you really want to look at that, like look at the details of everything. Be aware if you're in fantasy, you know. You don't want to make decisions while you're in fantasy, okay? You want to come back down to planet Earth, even though it's boring here at times. And you know, strategize, yes, but you know, if you can wait, I would wait until your new moon, March 1st, before I took action, because Mercury will be direct. I love this new moon. Mercury is direct. The sun and the moon are saying new beginning, new start, new lease on life. You know, it's like you're going to be feeling by the end of the month that you've got this new dance you're doing in 2014, a new dance of life, new birth, the new you, the new beginnings, the new starts, the fresh energy, and it's a gorgeous energy. I really like this moon. We all get to get a reward from it wherever Pisces falls in our chart, but it's your moon, so you really get to reap the rewards here. So for those of you that are looking for love, this could bring in a new relationship for you because it's on all year, and Jupiter is in the area of new relationships. It's in the area of romance and true love and love affairs and creative self-expression and risk-taking and creativity. So, you know, this is your time to shine here, end of February and March, and, you know, take those risks when it's appropriate. Put yourself out there. You know, make yourself ready for love. For those of you that want the soulmate, that want the true love, the law of attraction is always working. That which is within us is what we draw to us. So you want to make yourself ready for someone to be with you. You want to create the space for them to come in. For those of you that are already coupled, this is a wonderful energy for love and deeper commitment with each other. Money looks good. I love this moon for you because Jupiter is wealth building and it's harmonizing with the new moon all year. Pluto is harmonizing and Pluto is in one of your money house. And so money looks good for you end of February and March. Health, pay attention to your health. I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but Saturn is squaring that sun and moon, and for you, the moon, that Leo full moon, is in the area of health. And so if you're burning the candles at both ends, you know, you want to, you know, balance is the key. It's not about, you know, not doing something. It's about doing it in a balanced way, right? So if you're working a lot, you've got to put in those days of downtime. You know, you've got to put in time for yourself. Include yourself in your work. Include yourself in your plans. Because the more you recharge your batteries, the more you're ready for the good stuff coming in, right? The universe isn't going to send great stuff to you if you're tired all the time. So really look at, you know, what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're doing. And again, it's not about not doing things. It's about doing it in a balanced way. You know, so have one glass of wine, you know, not three, you know. And if you're waking up tired, maybe you want to, like, you know, detox and you know, go, you know, a few weeks without doing anything and just going to the gym or working out or going outside and walking, being in nature, you know, doing things that empower your health and your well-being, because that Leo full moon could really, really show you where, you know, you've been going to the party too much or neglecting your health, and now, you know, Saturn is saying, hey, you know, you need to look at this. But again, Saturn is in a sister sign with you, so it's not the Leo full moon isn't hard on you like it is on us Leos. Because Saturn is in a sister sign with you, but Saturn is still Saturn, Saturn's going to point out you're drinking too much, you're smoking too much, you're eating too much, or you're working too much, and you're not meditating enough, you're not taking care of yourself. You know, don't get distracted by the work or the you know, the fun stuff. You know, balance is the key. Balance is the key, right? You can have cake, you know, but you can't have the whole cake. You can have a slice of cake, you know, but don't have 3 slices. That's what Saturn's saying. Spirituality, oh my gosh, Pisces, you are so spiritual. And Aquarius is in the area of your spirituality, so is Saturn. So your spirituality is growing, your spirituality is expanding. You will feel by the end of the month that, you know, this new dance of life has begun for you, and it's beautiful. This is a gorgeous new moon, and you're going to love it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing my podcast. You're so awesome, Pisces. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your solar return chart in 2014, or your transits, or you're interested in coaching, those links are below. And until next time, for all you divine lovers, you beautiful lovers of love, twin flames and soulmates, this is for you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. Oh, I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Da 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 da. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm a lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love